Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Sunday, the 8th of December. I am Callum and I'm hoping you're all very, very well. Well, I didn't play Saturday. Second time I haven't played Saturday. The last time sort of started slightly out of my control, but yeah, this well, say this one was too, but yeah, there would have been some stuff I probably would have played at Chepstow and Aintree. And then, yeah, in Ireland, it just wasn't quite there for me in terms of value in some of those big handicaps. There was going to be some interesting price horses appear in those ones, but yeah, it wasn't for me. And then that left Sandown, and yeah, there was only one horse I liked in Sandown. At the time making the video, it wasn't the best price. It placed. It was fine. You didn't miss anything, like maybe a pound. So yeah, that was fine. So yes, well done anyone who took part in the Tips League. It was a bit of a favourites fest. I think, and every winner was a shorty. Almost all were favourites. So yeah, there was a few people who made profit on Tips League. Nobody won big, but yeah, I think it's getting interesting at the top of the table these days. So. Aim of the video today is just a quick one. So two things I'm going to cover is well, three technically. I need to review Friday, so we'll get to that. I'll do Sundays super quick. It's just three horses, one at Kelso, two at Cork. So I'm not worried about Huntington. It may or may not go. There's got an inspection for that one, but there's a horse at Kelso, two at Cork. Cork looks pretty good in terms of no worries there. Kelso've not announced anything, but obviously. I think that everywhere in the UK and Ireland seems a bit windy at the moment, doesn't it? It's blowing a gale out my door, and I'm not even anywhere near some sort of like brightly coloured alert. Just the standard yellow, I think, for wind. But yeah, so all sorts of stuff's flying outside. So review quick, and then the other bit I'm going to mention. I'm not going to do channel bets because it's got too late. But I'm going to put out. I'm going to tell you basically what I'm backing over in Hong Kong for the top class meeting over there at Sharteen. It's not somewhere I usually bet. Regular on the channel, Shane Walters, not seen him for a while. Hope he's doing all right, but he loves a bit of Hong Kong racing. I've always said it's sort of. I just haven't had the time to get into it, to be honest. I'm enough busy doing the other stuff I'm doing without looking at that. But because it's a top class meeting, I've had a little look. So. I can apply the science and stuff that I do into all sorts of top class meetings, and I fare all right. Like, you know, I'm not no expert on American tracks, but you know, I do all right at the Breeders' Cup and such like. So we will see. I don't think I've ever put a horse out on the channel from running in Hong Kong, but there's 4 Group 1s, and I have got an each way play in all of them. But the racing is 6 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. I think 6:10, 6:50, 8:40, something like that. So a lot of folk won't watch this video till 9 o'clock, and they'll have missed that. So I don't think it's not fair to put them out as actual bets. So I'm going to tell you what the 4 horses I'm playing, and then what you do with them's up to you. I'm not recording anything for stats. If they all win, then well done, you're off to the Bahamas. If they all lose, then I'm sorry about that, and I've lost, but the channel's not, because the channel's not taking him. All right, so Friday review. Friday, for those of you cast your mind back, that was before all this wind started on Saturday, albeit we did have Stormy Flight in that one. We had a good day. So Stormy Flight ran an absolute belter. Yeah, it's really helpful when you describe what you think is you read a race and it actually works out. Yeah, I felt that horse was really handicapped well. It run course and distance well. A lot of the others had some questions to answer over their limited experience of chasers. And I think I said on the video it's hard to get. I mean, hard to get to Exeter. What I mean by that is it's quite a galloping track. So as in, say galloping, horses really, you know, they take an extra long stride. So it's not a fiddly little race. You need a decent horse to do that. And I just think course and distance experience in a novice race like that. Well, it wasn't a novice race, but it should have almost been like that. Just felt it was worth it. And the ground can turn quite quickly there as well. So even if you've got a decent horse, it can get stuck in the mud. Whereas that was proven. So got beaten in a bit of a head bobber. Well, head. So that was out. Parlando and and Cavalry Call were similar gig really. They looked to be running really, really well, but they were on the wrong side. So on Newcastle, you see it so often on the near side up the rail. Horses finish up there much faster than they do middle of the track, and that's what happened in both those races. But we did have Sandwich in the middle. Absolute brilliant horse, that one. Our Brian-eyed girl. I mean, you don't see it that often, and I know we'll always talk about when the horses aren't tried to the end or whatever. That horse was fully tried to the end and got a nice second place. A different jockey on that horse would have been fourth. But the horses in front of it, I think they were getting tired and they didn't want to push him anymore, and that horse just kept going and was kept nudged along. So it was an excellent second place, 80-1. I think the best you could get any point, that was 125s, and that went to 66s with some bookmakers. There was a point in the morning. So if anyone got that, well played to you. And then Wish and Dreams was disappointing. So what that meant was we got a single return for Stormy Flight and Our Brian, Our Girl. If you followed the staking plan as advised, 50p each way double on the National Hunt pairing, and that's what got us a nice return. So 14.50 on, it was about 95 back. Which puts us 71 up for the week. So we've won for the week. We've got 8.50 going on Sunday. So even if we lose the 8.50, it'll be £63 guaranteed for the week, and 170 over the last fortnight, which is much better than we've been experiencing. So we're in a healthy enough position from when I've come back now, after this last couple of weeks, which is good. Still got a bit of a mountain to be climbing, which, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, folks, but we've got about three and a bit weeks to see if we can get any indent on there at least. But at least the figures for the last whatever we are, sort of 2.5 months, sort of 2.5-3/4 months is looking right. So very quickly, Sunday's bet is this: 12.55 Kelso. Love that. 25-1. Well, I'll absolutely love that if it comes in. 2 stars. Best horse of the day. Love that at Kelso. 25-1. 140 Cork. Law of Her Own. 14-1. I make that the third best in the race. The betting doesn't agree at this point. 1 star. And then 250 Cork. It's a big field handicap. I haven't done the one after that, which is the novice handicap hurdle with 24 runners. Not for me. Buck Rogers, where I've gone to. I mean, I'll be honest, those two were absolute scrapers into 1 star mode. Like any other little niggler, and I'd have taken them out. But Buck Rogers, I think interesting profile of a horse. It came off a really, really long layoff to run well last time. Like hundreds, like 2 years off or something, 3 years off. It was a really ridiculous amount of time. So if it runs like it did last time, should be a framer. Needs to, also I don't think he's ever run at Cork, so there's probably a little question mark on that one. But we've got 50p each way Trixie, so that's each way doubles and trebles, 75p each way singles, 8.50 as you bet. Sky, you'll get a 6th place there, which makes it the better bookie for place terms. No one's offering extra places on those two. Make your choices. All right, that's those. And then for those of you interested who are watching this on Saturday night or really early Sunday morning, or even if you've woken up at 7:30 and you're watching this, you could still do the last 2 races. It's up to you. These are the 4 I am taking over in Chartin. These are all Group 1, so the 4 Group 1 races, and I've got a value playing all of them. The thing to point out is the first one and the third one are 4 places with most bookies. Not every bookie's priced this up, but most bookies. 365 is the one you want to avoid. Not often I say that, but they are 3 on these 2 races. All the other bookies have priced up at basically 4, and also on one of the others they're not offering a very good price either. And then these 2 are really good from a bad each way perspective. Really shorty odds on favourite, so some value elsewhere, and both of those have got some form that says they can frame 100%. Inconsistent, as in they've run 1 or 2 bad races. But if they go right, they could go really right at a nice price. So whatever you do with them, it's up to you, right? So you know me well enough to know that you know what I've probably done with those. But I'm not recording anything for the channel. Those aren't the best prices. You can get 70 on that one, I think, in places. That might be 33s. So I've kind of gone for fair prices still. But yeah, no advice stake and not recorded for channel stats. So if you're putting these on or anything, good luck to you. I will mention it on whatever the next video is, but if win, lose or draw, it doesn't change channel stats. Like I said, if you win off them, well done to you. If we lose off them, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is my first channel effort over in Hong Kong. There we go. That's those. Right, that'll be me. And then obviously be back on the next video. Not sure when it will be. I think when I checked, Monday looked slightly better than some of the other Mondays be. So we might have something to play with. We will see what we get to. So yes, I haven't kind of got a proper outlook really for next week. We'll just sort of take each day as it comes, and if I sort of see a couple of days in advance, I'll kind of give you a tinkle if I think there's anything that's either we're not going to bet or anything particularly good. So yeah, that's me. Right, enjoy your weekend, whatever you're doing. I've been doing Christmas decorations. Don't know if it's obvious, but yeah, bought the tree's up. Went out in the storm, got a tree decorated. So success. Also bought a 1 metre high, like Frosty the Snowman, to go outside, which I'll be honest, I've never done something like that before, but home bargains is great. That's all I'm telling you. Right, and if you don't have a home bargains near you and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but home bargains change your life. Amazing shop. They don't sponsor the channel, by the way, just to be clear. There's no affiliations here to home bargains, just independently telling you I like the shop and I spend money there when I go in there. I buy all sorts of amazing little gems of things that you don't find anywhere else, including a 1 metre high Frosty the Snowman to put outside your house that lights up. But in this weather, I'm not risking him being pinned to the ground and flying off, so he's inside for the weekend. He'll be back out there on Monday. All right. Anyway, less about Christmas decorations. That's me. All right. Thanks very much. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.